So our house is normally a disaster, but now it's an extra disaster because we're trying to put everything in a place. Oh, are you helping us unpack what we've packed?
Yeah.
Yeah? So our plan on this rockin' morning was to wake up at 5, pack up all the stuff before kiddo wakes up, and then wake her up, get her stuff together, and then go out for breakfast at Jake's in Northampton, which, if you ever visit, you gotta go. There's a line out the door on Saturday morning, so heads up on that, but everything else, oh my gosh, really delicious. But she woke up at 5:30 because she stayed up too late, and toddler sleep time is a mystery. So we're trying to keep her busy while we pack up the truck, but it's 7 o'clock right now, and we need to leave or hit the road latest at 8:30. So I'm not sure if we're going to fit breakfast in. It might be an on-the-go type deal, but we'll see where we are. Are you going to bring that to the car? Wow, I know, it's a lot of stuff, right? I think she might be worried that we're not going to bring enough binkies. I keep finding them in this bin.
Ready? Are you ready for an adventure? You get your helmet, you're all set to go. You can do it. No! Oh. You got this.
I know. We can do it. I hope she's not mad we don't bring her a rock.
Bye, Rock.
Goodbye. We'll just adopt a new one.
Everything's in there.
Let's see how much other crap we want. There we go. Alrighty. We'll be right there, love.
Alright.
Here we go. We all buckled?
All buckled.
Alright, we're gonna go to Dunkin', right? Our drive to pick up the trailer, and as expected, Baby Cakes over here has fallen asleep. Yes. So hopefully she'll sleep for the whole thing. It looks like we're going to be on time for our appointment today, even though we got a bit of a late start. Needless to say, Jake's, the wonderful restaurant in Northampton, did not happen, so we got Dunkin' instead, so we're okay. We're like 2 minutes away from picking up our trailer, and I'm starting to freak out a little bit. You sound like you're about to have the baby.
Okay, I'm not gonna have the baby.
Keep that baby in there.
I just got lots of butterflies because I'm so excited. And a little scared.
Alright, 0.6 miles.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Is this real life?
Is this real? Is this forever?
Okay.
You where we need to go.
Nope.
We're here.
What?
I don't know where to go.
So many airstreams.
Yeah, where's a good place to park?
I don't know.
Here's here. We're parking here.
We're parking here.
We're parking here.
Okay. I guess we're parking here.
Till they tell us to move.
Alright, you ready for this?
Well, we drove 3 hours, so there's not really. This is what it is.
Alright. Let's go see.
Hello! Today is Sunday, so yesterday, on Saturday, we did drive up to Vermont and pick up our wonderful 32-foot travel trailer, which we're super excited about. But of course, not only did our phones die while we were, at the dealership, because you're there for a very long time.
Very long time.
Very long time. But then, your first drive, it would have just been a lot of it, me going, I'm really freaked out.
And me doing the same thing while holding the door.
Everything's fine. Mostly just because I'm not used to being so hyper aware of my mirrors. Well, obviously, I'm not used to having something bigger than this by itself. Currently not attached. So then the weather was awful. So when we started our day leaving Massachusetts, it's like 50 degrees, the sun is shining, it's beautiful. We get up to Vermont and it's like, it's colder, but whatever. It starts to rain a little bit, and then it's like ice rain and grossness. So we stayed overnight in Vermont. It's supposed to be more of that today. Right now it looks pretty clear, but tomorrow it's supposed to be really windy. So we're actually going to hang out in Vermont until a little bit later this week, because that's not something that I am 110% comfortable driving in just yet, or ever. I don't know. Maybe that won't change. But otherwise, super excited. Wes loves it. Loves the trailer.
We love it too.
Oh my gosh.
We walked into it and no regrets. No regrets.
We were watching The Wizard of Oz this morning, and I may or may not have just burst into tears. It was just so perfect and cozy, and yeah. So the rest of the day is just us kind of getting used to the trailer, trying not to freak out over below freezing things with water lines and whatever.
Right. Because we got to the campground and it was so cold and so icy that we literally just parked, plugged in electric, and that's all we figured out because everybody was exhausted and
That's all we needed. That's all I just needed.
Yeah. So today we'll figure out a little bit more of that, especially because we're staying for more than just the one night like we were supposed to. We're staying for 2 more nights. So we'll get there.
We'll get back to Massachusetts one day. Yeah, it's some steps to the pool. It's closed right now. it's a fire pit. Maybe we'll come back in the summer. You hear all the birds? Mama. Yeah, she's getting groceries out of the car. Are you gonna come get me or are you gonna get distracted? Hi, Giggles. Hi, you. Singing songs while we wait for Mama going into a store. Twinkle, twinkle, no? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. I don't know if you can hear this, but the ice rain has started back up again. Oh my goodness. If you're happy and you know it, cover your eyes. Peekaboo! If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, shout hooray! Hooray!